What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be taking a look at LTC, Litecoin, and we have seen some significant moves in the past few days, and I'm going to be giving you a couple possibilities and scenarios that could be playing out in the next coming few weeks. I am pretty bullish on this coin from the short to mid term, so I do expect it to be making some moves. So before we get started, I would appreciate if you would give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with more videos. I post videos every day, and this is just a quick analysis of Litecoin, so you can get an understanding of what is happening in the market right now. So let's hop straight into it. Quickly taking a look at Litecoin on the monthly chart, we can see that we have been in a clear downtrend, and prices had a massive move to the upside. And then, the last 2 months ago we hit that level, and price has made a pretty bullish move up. At the moment, Litecoin is at 350. The last high we put in was 370, so we are coming in pretty soon at on the USDT chart, let me show you some areas of confluence that I will be planning to take profits at. We take the fibs from the high to the low of this trend, high, low, back to this impulse high, and you can see the 1.618 is coming in at, so you can see that this is another important level, so we can mark this out as resistance R1. Now this is not only important because of this, there is another area of influence over here, which basically is from this low to this high, we have an impulse low to the high. Basically you can see this clearly on the weekly chart. As you can see, we had our impulse low over here. Impulse low to the highs was again the area of confluence is the exact same. So we have our expansion 1.786 coming in at the same area. So this is a clear level of resistance. So it has two clear area of confluences. It has the Fibonacci 0.618. So we also have the 0.786 and the 0.618. So clearly those are two key areas, so we can mark this out as a resistance zone, and we are right now rejecting off of that. Apart from this, we also have the last high, which was what was it at, $370. So again, three areas of confluence. So definitely this is a first take profit one for me in the short term. If price does do something like this, impulse high, and has a pullback anywhere here, it's for liquidity, that is possible. You cannot rule this out. Say it price goes here all the way here, reacts at the thing and comes anywhere to the 618 or the 382. I do not want to be standing there with a potential being in massive profits and then not taking profits here, and price comes back and dumps. If for short term at least, I could just take profits here and add on to my position at the 0.618 or the 382. So that is what I am thinking right now. This is number one, a first take profit for me, at least on the USDT chart. And taking a look at the BTC chart, we have a couple of areas of confluence. Number one, as you can see, price bounced off of that low, and then we have had a long-term downtrend for Litecoin on the monthly and the weekly chart. As you see, we have had a downtrend channel basically with deviation over here. So deviation number one, and obviously this is an anomaly, that's just a wick to the downside. So when price did enter this range, we had one deviation that tried to break the upside, clearly failed, and again we have had another deviation over here. We made a move to the upside, we failed, and we tested this range again, and we have failed to break out of this range. Now price reached the low of the range again, plus we have had the low of the BTC chart, basically literally the all-time low. We are coming up at a monthly trend line, which is the top of this range, the bottom, taking these wicks, and you can see we have tested this trend line for sure in the past over here once, and price has definitely tested this trend line, and as you can see, we have tried to break out of this once. Number one was here, we failed. Number two again, number two, and number three. So again, we could be potentially coming in to test this trend line, and so you have to take this level by level, and according to me, this is a massive area of resistance, and this is another area that I think is definitely let's put an arrow right there. So this again is going to be a strong level of resistance for me. Now, not just because of this trend line, this is going to be another level of confluence because of two other reasons. Now, number one, taking the Fibonacci from the high to the low. we are coming up at the 236 region. So let's mark that out. 236 is coming in somewhere here. Now next, apart from this, we have these highs to this low, again 382. Even apart from these fibs, we have a strong monthly level of support and resistance over here. As you can see, price has definitely reacted to this area in the past, and we have a monthly level coming in. So this is a clear resistance zone for me at the moment. There are already 3 key areas going on here. Number one, we have the trend line, we have the monthly support and resistance, we have the fib 236, sorry. Apart from the 618, most of the time 786 and the 886 are areas of strong resistance, especially when price has made a move to the downside and comes back up into the channel, and comes back up into the range. Basically, right now we are up against the 618 and we are clearly seeing a reaction there. So a temporary pullback is possible here, and we could be going back up. There are already so many key levels over here to watch, so this is for sure a level of resistance. So as you can see, the last level of support was on the weekly time frame. This was an area of support that we flipped into resistance. We have the last area of support that we flipped into resistance is on the weekly time frame. Price has just blown past that, so we can mark that out as our first area of support right there. That looks good. And again, the next area of resistance we're coming up is another weekly time frame resistance zone, which is over here at the 0.8. So on the monthly chart, we do definitely have another area of resistance, which is basically this region. Taking a look at this, we have seen price react to this level multiple times, and this literally goes back quite a long way. So this is a clear area of resistance. As you can see, once, twice, 3 times reaction, 4, 5 times reacted. And we can take the icon again, put this back there, so you can see that there has been how do I rotate this? There we go. So clearly support, resistance here, so support again. We have seen support, and then this failed to hold, so this turned into resistance number 1, resistance 2 times. We are coming in for a third time over here again. 3 confluences here: trend line, monthly level of resistance, and then we have a potential upcoming resistance zone. Now these are not exact dollar BTC values, but you should consider this as zones, so you are more aware. I can make this a bit tighter on going at the weekly. You can make this as potential areas of resistance. Just looking at areas, do not consider this as a solid level, but it is better if you think about these as regions. So basically we have 3 confluences already. We have the Fibonacci, we have the 236 Fibonacci, we have the trend line, we have a monthly level of confluence over there, and we also have 2 Fibonacci levels. So this is a taking into consideration that from here to here is 20% of a move to the upside, 20% to 22% approximately. Adding this to the LTC USDT chart. Now on the LTC USDT chart, we have more Fibonacci confluences. Like I showed you, this is one level. So this is our first level, and then we also have the basically this impulse low to the impulse high. So you take this impulse low to the impulse high over here, and the expansion for this, the 1.618, is coming in at $446. Next, we take our Fibonacci trend extension. We take it from the impulse high to the low on the daily chart. This is mostly lows to the high, 462. Now let's mark this region off. And 2 areas of strong confluence, high time frame Fibonacci levels for me. We have the 1.618, Fib expansion 447. So we have 2 clear areas over here. Number 1, we have the 1.618 of the Fibonacci retracement. Then we have the Fib extension 1.618 coming in. Just taking this 111. Yeah, this does look like another pretty obvious sign, pretty obvious level for me to be taking profits at personally, because again, these are high time frame levels. So I will be marking this off again as a potential future coming up resistance zone. Now, how far is this again from the current level we're at? We are 25% away. And the BTC chart that I just showed you, it has the exact same confluence. We are 20% away from this resistance zone, again 20% away. So I definitely expect some sort of reaction, and I think the possibilities of going through here are, straight through this trend line are lesser than, potentially going in for an ABC type of wave, basically an A wave corrective, and then go back in on the daily at least. So price could literally do something like this. Let me clear this out. So you have a 24% move to the upside. So looking at two confluences there, we can probably see a move up, going to the supply zone, falling back, maybe a pullback to the 618 or the 0.5 or the 382, even if people are still bullish, and then we break through this resistance zone. Because that is why I think this is a definite take profit level. At least if you are, this is a definite take profit level for me, and it is better to for me personally. My plan is just trade this level by level. So take profit 1, and if we do flip this into support, I will be adding to my position and then take it to the next coming levels. As you can see, I have these marked out already. The next level that I will be looking at is somewhere around, here first, 0.111, and then levels above that. Do I think we're just going to go straight from here to 400% up? No, I don't think that's going to happen at all. But it could happen. It's still a possibility. I'm not going to rule this out because this is the crypto space. Like, if Dogecoin can hit 60 cents, like that, come on, man. Dogecoin hit 60 cents. I never thought that is possible. But I'm not going to rule this out that it's going to go up 400% up from here, hit the last highs of the last market. Obviously, the last bull run, the market was very immature. We didn't have enough coins to put money into, and that's why people kept pumping and dumping shit. But let's see how this plays out. Right now, the moment is looking pretty good, and I am already up quite a bit in numbers. But yeah, that's it for this analysis, and that's it for now. My plan is just to trade this level by level and not try to be greedy, not take profits and regret it later. Because if you were a part of 2017 bull run, you literally know how it feels to have a portfolio 8 to 10x up and waking up the next day literally in negative 90%. Trust me, it doesn't feel good at all. like I remember in the last bull run, basically when we were in it, I was up like 8 to 10x in literally just a couple of months, and the mistake I made was not actually realizing those profits. So my gains went literally to zero in just a month, because BTC crashed from 18k to like overnight it dipped really hard, and I literally lost all my gains, and I ended up holding a bunch of shit bags that were literally shit coins, but I ended up holding the bag, and I will not be making the same mistake this time in this bull run. So that is why I have a game plan, and I highly suggest you guys make a plan as well. Always be taking profits and don't try to get too greedy. Don't over leverage yourself, most importantly. But that is it for this video. If you like this type of content, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to stay updated. I do post good altcoin setups, especially stuff that I think I'm bullish on, and most of the time my analysis is really good. At least I think so, because I spend a lot of time analyzing stuff and I don't really take risky trades. And if you're interested in content like that, I'm basically free alpha. Again, not financial advice, but these are just trades that I'm taking, and you are free to follow them at your own risk. Let's see what Litecoin does in the next coming few weeks. And things are looking good right now. Hopefully it stays the same and BTC doesn't do some stupid shit. But yeah, you never know, man. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.